we're going to talk about adding and subtracting fractions. And this is a little bit more complicated than multiplying or dividing fractions together. Because in this case, what we need to do is we need to make sure that the denominators, the bottom numbers, let's move this back, are the same. So I want to give you a personal example, and it involves me eating pie, which is probably not the best thing for my health, for how much I ate, but let me just share with you a quick little story. So my wife and I, probably about, I would say about 12 years ago, were staying at a bed and breakfast in Maine. And they were known, in fact, they were on the Discovery Channel for, on Dirty Jobs, for how good their pies were. And they, by the way, were excellent. And so we went there. And at night, it was really neat. So at night, they would go ahead and they would deliver pies outside of your room. Fresh baked pies outside your room. So at like 2 a.m., I could go out and I could get a nice cherry or apple or boysenberry, whatever it happened to be, pie. It was wonderful. Okay? Now, let's say during the middle of the night, I went ahead and I ate 1/6 of a of a cherry pie. And then I also went ahead and I ate, let's say, 1/4. I'm sorry, that's tilted on you. So I ate 1/6 of what I say cherry pie and 1/4 of, let's say, a boysenberry pie. Okay, whatever it happens to be. So I want to add together that amount and see how much total pie I had eaten. So in the morning, when my wife asks, I can give her an answer and say that yes, I have no willpower, and I love pie. Okay, and that is actually a true statement. So let's say I want to add these together. Well, unlike multiplication or division, in order to add these together, I need to be talking about pie pieces that are the same size. So if I talk about this first pie, it was in pieces of 6. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw in 6 pieces. They're all equal in size, and I ate one of them. In all honesty, I probably ate more than one. I probably ate like 5 of them. It was horrible. I think on that vacation, I must have gained over a 3 or 4 day stretch at least 5 pounds. It wasn't good. It wasn't healthy, and my doctor would definitely disapprove. Now, what I want to do to that is I want to add together from the other pie that night that I ate, I want to add 1/4. So again, the denominator, the bottom number, tells me how many to split this pie up into, and then what I ate. Now, saying that I only ate 2 pieces to my wife is a little misleading, although I probably would have done it. Okay, I probably would have said, hey, I only ate 2 pieces. But one was a little bit bigger than the other one. So the question is how much did I eat altogether? Well, in order to do that, what I need to figure out is how to make these pieces equal sizes. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 1/6 and the 1/4. I'm going to find what we call a common denominator. I'm going to figure out, in general, if I multiply both these by numbers, what would get them to the same number? And I want to try to look for something that's as small as possible. So, like, I could multiply this by 10. Oh, no, not by 10. Let's do by 4 and get 24 pieces. Okay, that's a lot of pieces in that pie. Okay, And then I could multiply this by 6, and I could also get 24 pieces in that pie. But that's kind of a lot. So let's go a little bit smaller. What I notice is that both of these right here are, if I take 12 and divide them, they're both factors of 12. Is the best way that I want to say it. So what I can do is I can take each pie and divide it up into 12 pieces. This is going to get a little bit sketchy for my drawing. We'll do my best here. So here's the first pie. And I want to divide that up into 12 pieces, not just 6 pieces. So here's the 6. And I need 12. So I'm going to divide each of these in half. Ready? So we'll go here and here. Pretend they're all the same size, even though my drawing is a little bit suspect. So let's go ahead and let's count. So I'm going to come from this horizontal line here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait, did I divide it into 13? Let's try it again. Oh, no. Horrible. You would think someone would edit the video at this point. I'm not going to. You know why? Because in mathematics, making mistakes happens all of the time. You need to remember that when I make mistakes, you're going to make mistakes. And you're probably going to make them more often than I am. And I make them quite often. So don't worry about it. So let's divide these into 12 pieces. So I have 6 pieces here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's divide each of these into a half. Now let's see if I've got 12 pieces. Start from this horizontal right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, perfect, 12. Now, the 12 compared to the 1/6. Well, if I divide this up into 12 pieces, and I only had one of the 6, I'm going to have 2 of the 12ths. So this right here, if I was really perfect, would be the same size as this. So I've got 2 over 12. Now one way you can get from here to here is to multiply the numerator and the denominator by the same number. So if I multiply them both by 2, top by 2, bottom by 2, I get this. Because what I did was I split them all up into 2 pieces. Now let's go ahead and do the 1/4. Oh my gosh. So you thought the 6 was the problem. Let's see if I can do this thing right here. So if I'm going to divide a 1/4 into 12 pieces, I need to take each of these pieces and split them up into 3s, right? Oh no. Okay, let's see if I can draw that correctly. Oh, that one got a little small. Sorry about that. Again, assume they're all equally likely. So there should be 12 pieces. Let's go ahead and count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're good. Now, how many do we eat? Well, I ate 1/4 of the pie. So I ate this whole section here, or I ate 3 pieces. You can tell that the shaded area here is the same as the shaded area here. Now going from here to here mathematically in terms of multiplying my values together, I multiplied the numerator and the denominator by the same thing, both of them by 3. And I got this. Now, I'm ready to add. The pieces are the same size, and I ate 2 out of this and 3 out of this, so I ate a total of 5. So this answer, 1/6 plus 1/4 of a pie, is equal to 5/12 of pie. So, I mean, in my defense, I ate a little bit less than half. well, that's not too bad. Now, the same thing works with subtraction. Okay, so let's say I had the following. Let's say I had gotten up in the middle of the night and I ate a half. Okay, well, I was going to eat a half, but someone else came out of the room and was like, hey, can I have some of the pie? And I was like, I'm going to share. So I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. So, but they didn't eat a lot. Let's say they only ate an eighth. So if I take the amount of pie that I ate and subtract off the amount of pie that they ate, that will be the total amount of pie let's see here, if I ate it and they ate it, that'll be the difference, right? So that'll be how much more pie I ate than they ate. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's draw some pictures here. So I ate a whole half of a pie. By the way, I can definitely do that. No problem. They came out and they ate an eighth of a pie. So I need it into 8 equal pieces. Let's get this a little bit more centered for you. They only ate one of them. It doesn't matter which one I shade in. Okay, so if I want to go ahead and put these together, I need to make the pies to have the same size pieces. So, I mean, this piece is not the same size as this piece. That makes no sense. So, to go ahead and do the subtraction, what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide them up, and I'm going to look for a common denominator. Now, I can use any number I want, but it looks like they both fit into 8 really well. So, over here, I really ate 4/8 of the pie. Think about that. I ate 4/8 of this pie. Why did I eat 4/8 of that? If we draw the picture out, I ate this, and if I divided the pie into eighths, there we go. I ate 1, 2, 3. There's my 4/8. Now I could get to this numerically just by multiplying the numerator and the denominator by 4. And that would get me to here. As long as I multiply the top and the bottom by the same number, we're good to go. Now if I want to know how much more I ate than the person that came out, I don't know, maybe it was my wife. She was like, I'm hungry. I was like, okay, you can have a little bit of pie, but save the rest for me. So she ate 1 of the eighths. So we're going to take away one of these pieces. And what we notice that we get is that I've got 4 equally sized pieces as these equally sized pieces. And so I ate more than her. I ate 3/8 more than her. And all I do is once I have these together, once I have a common denominator, I can just go ahead and subtract the numerators. And so this tells me how much more pie I ate than she did. I noticed that in the recording when I was done that this was not in view, and so I just wanted to go ahead and move the paper over and make sure that you could go ahead and see that. So there you go. That's how we go ahead and we add and we subtract fractions.